So, first of all, right off the bat, I'm feeling like these are the two things that showed up, okay? We have here the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Coins, so the Queen of Pentacles. One of these people, I feel like this is you, but I feel like the energy that they're saying here in general is that there is a person that you're just not seeing eye to eye with, okay? You want different things in life, and you're on a different path now. You're kind of your paths are diverging to the point where you're not going to be able to resume your relationship and even bring them into the future with you. I feel that this might have been an ongoing conflictual situation where two people just are not able to create a life together because they're so different, okay? The person that you're dealing with, regardless of what sign they are, and I'm feeling that regardless of what sign they are, they seem to me to be like very much caught up in their emotions. And what I mean by that is that they have trouble doing things, planning things, and being methodical in a practical sense, okay? So for example, if you plan a date, I feel like they're usually late, or they at the last minute they show you, oh, they might text you, oh, I don't know where the restaurant is. And like when it comes to practical everyday things, they seem to have challenges to get where they need to be and to get where they need to go. So I definitely feel like there might be conflict of interest showing up, coming through for this month, where you're realizing that your paths are diverging and that you're looking towards the future and you want something else. You want more for yourself, and you feel like this is not a relationship that you can continue. I do feel there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of affection for sure. But I do sense that the interest, it seems to me like it's waning, okay? This person, I feel like might have children. I'm seeing two kids, like they might have like entanglements, or they might have children from another previous relationship is what I'm sensing. I'm feeling for some of you, you might have like grown children, such as fully grown, or like teenagers, and I feel like the other person might have younger kids. So that's what I'm sensing in the mix here. And I feel like I'm sensing that there is a little bit of quirkiness about them, okay? So I feel that they are, sometimes they want to be controversial, and I'm sensing that sometimes they want to like be, they say provocative things on purpose just to get a rise out of you, or just to get just to surprise people in their environment. So I feel like they're unconventional in the way that they think, in the way that they talk. They could be a very creative person in general, but I feel like there's this sense of like provoking situations, or like saying things that are not politically correct just to get a rise out of people, just to see how people react. So that's what I'm feeling here. For a lot of you, this might be a water sign, a Pisces, a Cancer, and a Scorpio. And I feel like if you're dealing specifically with a water sign, I'm sensing that they have two children. They might have like, younger kids, but either way, I feel like they have a lot of skills, they have a lot of potential, but it seems like they're trying to fill up a void in their life, okay? And I feel like right now, your situation financially, emotionally, spiritually, you are in a really good space, and I feel that you're trying to find people who are a little bit more stable, who are a little bit more like-minded. And I feel like this water sign might be, their environment seems to me to be a little bit like, I would say like emotionally and spiritually impoverished, okay? This is not so much about how much someone has in terms of wealth and riches. This is more about, like on a spiritual level. Can you grow with that person? Do they have enough to walk alongside you in the next phase of your life? I feel like you're going to have to leave this person behind, mainly because they're not exactly jiving with you, and they're not where you want your partner to be. And I feel like some problems potentially showing up here, okay? I do feel issues around fidelity coming through between the two of you. I do sense like a period of strong reassessment coming through. And what I'm feeling is, I feel like they're a little bit quirky. I feel like they're shamelessly, like they don't really care what other people think. They walk to the beat of their own drums, and they don't really they're not one for social, like, niceties and formalities. And I do sense because of it, you're a little bit more traditional and you're a little bit more conventional, and you're not really sure how you both are going to be able to fit together as a unit, as a couple. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling. It's like a rift is forming between you and another person, and I feel like there's a sense of fidelity overall. Questions about fidelity, questions about faithfulness, honesty, and things like that are coming through between you and this person that I just described. The other thing that I'm feeling here is that I'm sensing for some of you, you have somebody in your environment, or well, you seem to have a lot of options. You seem to have like people in your environment that might be, very, very like professionally, like on top of the game. So they might be just, top notch executives. They're big spenders, and they are really financially stable people that are coming through that are interested in you. And I feel like you have a lot of options to choose from, because I pulled out Queen of Cups, which is your energy. You're very, very stable right now, and you're like in a really good position. And I feel like a lot of you might have gotten to this position because there might have been a job that was offered to you, okay? And now that you're in this position, you have a lot of suitors like coming through. So we have the Seven of Cups, which indicates multiple options, multiple choices. And they're not all good, but you have the world opening up for you instead. So what I'm feeling is, you're going to be picking and choosing who it is, and I feel like you're doing it very carefully. It's not like you're running around dating random people. I don't sense that with you. Your energy is very, it's more like about self-preservation. It's more about finding true love. It's more about like looking for stability in your love life. So I do feel that you are, a lot of you might have started, online dating, and you're trying to find Mr. Right. You're trying to find the one. So I feel like you're leaving somebody behind. And you are trying to shift into other options that are more in alignment with your life path, which I feel is a really good thing to do. Because if you've outgrown another person from the past, there's no need to like keep both parties stagnating, right? So I feel like you're on the right track. And I feel that for others of you, you might have another earth sign, so a Taurus, another Capricorn, or a Virgo coming in your midst. And this is somebody that sees you and they're just like hooked, okay? So this is like scoping out the territory, scoping out the competitors, okay? And I feel like there is some, if you're dealing with another earth sign, there's some issue here regarding, financial stability. And what I mean by that is they might not financially be where they want to be. So they might not be ready to, settle down and have a serious relationship. You might not be financially where you want to be just yet. You're just, getting started, and you're just trying to find your footing right now. So you justify to yourself like, oh, this might not be the right time for me to date just yet. I have all these options, but I'm so work and career oriented that, I'm going to let these options go by because I feel like, I don't have enough to offer. So I definitely feel that sense where you're just like, I really want to be with another person, but I'm not where I am professionally, and I'm not really, comfortable right now committing to another person until I find my footing. So I feel like there's still that energy about holding back, okay? And I would advise you that, I think it's a good month to date despite Mercury in retrograde. I feel like you're going to be getting invitations no matter what. Like you're going to be getting, we have messages here. We have like people bringing in options and choices, and you're going to be quite busy on the social scene. You're going to be in really high demand. But I feel like you're kind of drawing back your energy, and you're keeping yourself stuck and staying home a lot more. So this energy is going to break through. I feel like it's coming in no matter what. But I feel, once again, 15th, from the 10th to the 20th is when I feel like you're going to break out of it, and you're going to, stun the dating scene, okay? So I feel like either way, you're going to do it towards mid-month. So not to worry. So let's talk about the past here. In the past position, we do have the Ten of Wands and the Six of Swords. Both of these are major movement and travel cards, okay? So a lot of you might have relocated and you're feeling like there's new energy on the scene. Every time we travel to a new place, and a lot of you, if you have made like significant house moves, significant like geographical relocation, the energy in the new environment, I feel like you're going to feel really, you're going to start to get a lot of luck, okay? This is just, law of attraction. And I feel for a lot of you, and, it's sort of like beginner's luck, right? So, for example, if you have recently started learning a sport, learning a new skill, you're going to experience beginner's luck because that's the universe way of telling you that, you're on the right track. We're going to give you these things to, help boost your self-esteem so that you keep at it. That's what I feel beginner's luck is. It's validation. It's telling you that, you're on the right track and we're going to help you along at the beginning so that it can boost your self-confidence and then you're going to run with it. So I feel like a lot of you, if you have recently made a major move, because these are major move cards, this is like picking up all the pieces of your life, moving things from one place to the next. And coupled with the Six of Swords, which is once again like travel over waterways, travel over land, but I feel like it's a significant travel. So you're like inviting new energies in mainly because, you've implemented a major move, a major milestone in your life. And as a result of it, I feel like you're going to be in a really good space to meet new people. And that's what I feel like. I feel like turning over a new leaf, leaving behind old people, welcoming new people into the fold, okay, into the scene. So a lot of you have also, you might have recently moved in together with another person. And I feel like here is the snag, okay, because like you're going to be living with another person and you're constantly surrounded with each other, and working together, navigating the different temperaments, different personalities, different moods between you and that other person. It's going to be a little bit trying. And I do feel for some of you, it might be an earth sign. Others of you, it might be a water sign. Okay, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And I feel that in the process of having to do this, both of you are going to have to like find ways to harmoniously come together as a unit, as a couple. I definitely feel some incorporation, like sharing space. I feel like social interactions, a lot of interactions in your environment. If you have recently moved in with a significant other or moved in with somebody that you are romantically linked in with, and I feel it's taking the relationship to the next level. I do sense that a lot of you are craving alone time. So I feel like, retreating together, cocooning, just not, especially the first 2 weeks of the month, I feel like you're retreating into the same space so that you're not, so that you can spend more time together, get to know each other. And I feel like by the 10th or to the 20th or so, you might break out of that cocoon and, seek, more interactions with other people. So that's what I feel like. It's like a reversal where, you take time to spend with your romantic partner. Or if you have been doing that in August, I feel like this is the month for you to break out of it and to go back to your social networks. Okay. So let's look at the foundation here. We do have the High Priestess, the Judgment card, and the Seven of Wands. So the High Priestess indicates our intuition kicking in overdrive. The Judgment card indicates basically new beginnings that are coming in store for you, okay? And the Seven of Wands, I do feel like I pulled it out and it came with the Queen of Cups. So I'm actually going to leave it here, but I definitely feel like if you've got a water sign that you've had, issues with, especially when it comes to like long-term planning, future planning, I feel like you've got somebody in your life that is pestering you, that you don't really see eye to eye with. And I feel like in terms of life experiences, they don't have enough to offer you. That's what I'm sensing. I feel like they're very stagnant and you're moving on to better things. And, it's not to say that they're not worth your time. I feel like you're just growing apart, okay? And one of the things that's coming through that you are going to have to accept for this month is that sometimes you have to leave people behind. Sometimes you have to cut ties with unhealthy relationships, okay? So that's what I'm feeling. And I feel like the High Priestess is coming to the realization that, you want to grow. Like, your world is expanding. You have removed the veil and you are seeing a situation for what it is, which is that they're not bad people. You're simply grown apart, and they might be stuck in their own life right now. They might have other things on their mind, and they're not able to be emotionally present for you, or even they don't have enough to offer in terms of growth and life experiences, okay? And I feel that you're gonna come to the realization once again that you can't start new beginnings with them. And as a result, you're gonna look elsewhere. So I feel like this is a month about transitions, old friends transitioning, or like transitioning between old friends into new friends, old social contacts, professional contacts into new contacts. And unfortunately, on the love front, I'm getting the same theme that, you are going to transition from old lovers into new lovers. And I feel that the old people in your life, they're going to be very, very different from the new people, and the new people are going to be more in alignment with your life path. So I definitely feel this is a month of major transitions relationship wise for a lot of you. And I do sense that you're going to have to close some doors and cut some ties, okay? Because I feel like in the past too, it just seemed as if a lot of you put in a lot of work to maintain the relationship. And I feel like you might just not be willing to do that anymore. I'm also feeling like things are also piling on your plate and you just don't have the energy. So you're going to have to cut down on who you're spending time with and how much time you are devoting to relationships, okay? I feel like some of you, there might be some travel. If you are linked up with earth sign, water sign, you might be traveling to see them. You might be traveling in order to be with them, okay? So that's coming through heavily as well. But I do feel it's a major, major month for changes in relationships, shifts in relationships, but it's all very positive because you've got many, many options coming through.